Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. A warm welcome to Hyde Spiritualist Church. Tonight, as you are well aware, this is an evening of trance. And may I introduce you to your medium tonight, Mr. Alan Webb. I'm not going to waffle on, because Alan wants to speak to you himself about the procedures of tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Alan.
Right, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, there may be some of you who've never experienced this before, because trance is a very strange thing, and of course it's a very grey area. And what's happened a lot in the past is that there have been circles, house circles, closed circles, where unless you were with a privileged few, you could only hear of this trance business. But we were told from the Spirit that we should go out and do this publicly. And we are doing that. That's just what we're doing. Because I feel personally, as well as the Spirit, that people should be enriched in the mind through the Spirit. And not many people get the opportunity to listen to the Spirit, or listen to the Spirit teachings, or the thoughts. What I would ask you to do tonight, and another thing I'd like to make clear to you, is that this is definitely your service. If you had been privileged, like I've been privileged, to see the energy which is used to do this work, then you would fully, really, truly know that this is your night. It isn't my night. It's a night between you and Spirit. So that's all I ask you to do, is to give your love to the Spirit. When they come through, I say they because I don't know. You see, people say, how long will it last? I don't know. Will we catch the 9:30 bus? I don't know. We could all still be here tomorrow morning and get egg and bacon and all sorts. I don't know. And I always say, you know, if people say, oh yes, it will last 25 minutes, then that's a grey area. Because if you're putting yourself in the hands of Spirit, who knows how long, your energy will last. It will last as long as your energy will last. That's what it's about. You. The fact that I'm here is just one of those things. Could be any one of you. So you are the main instruments of this evening. Another thing I would just say to you is, when they do come through, I don't know how many, there may only be one, there may be three, there may be five, I don't know. But when they do, as I'm sure they will, because they've been very close in that room, believe you me. And the process for this, by the way, just to give you a little insight, I started this process, of which we are now to see an accumulation, at 7 o'clock this morning, believe it or not. So it is a correct process that we do. Now, during the session that we're going to have, once they start, please react. Please, if they talk to you, talk back. They love the reaction in the Spirit light. If they cause you to laugh, then laugh. It's not meant to be a morbid evening at all. Just one thing that I just stress when we're doing this work. As I've said, once they start, everything's fine, everything's okay, everything's controllable. But what I earnestly ask you to do, deeply and sincerely, is that once they close down, I would ask you, please, do not make any noise. Because whilst the transference is going back, then it can cause a little bit of disarray, believe you me. So we have what in the old days was called a doorkeeper, now called, see I'm beginning to switch down now, control. And the control that we use, or uses us, is called Saanda. Now some people have said afterwards, was it Saunders, or was it Sandy? It's Saanda. That's how he says he spells his name. And you will find that he will come first. And if any others want to come, he will let them come in, and he will take them away, and he will come in again. So all the time, he is the intermediary. Just to give you that explanation. You will also find probably that there will be a kind of linguistic utterances. This language we haven't really been able to trace, but some people who know a bit about something say that some of the words are indeed Sanskrit, which is one of the oldest known languages known to man. It belongs to the Hindu faculty. So just to make you all aware that what is happening, and anybody that's never been in here before, don't worry, nothing's going to happen. I will ask you also, when we've finished, it has been sometimes seen that when this work's being done, this isn't transfiguration, but sometimes you can get a transfiguration, or the Spirit will walk amongst you and you may get reactions. I like feedback. For me, the Spirit know their feedback. So I will ask you afterwards what reaction we've had, if any. Okay, thank you very much.
We will now give the invocation to the Spirit world. Gracious Spirit, we, thy children of matter, have gathered here tonight of one mind and of one heart to communicate and participate in this service with the Spirit world. And as we wait in anticipation and joy for that link to be made, and our thoughts of love reach out, extending that invitation to the Spirit world, to listen and to converse with those higher minds, bringing their knowledge, their simple truths, to enlighten we, the children of the earth, that we may grow spiritually and that we may progress, while journeying in this body of flesh, that we may better understand our mission here on earth. Whatever is said and done this night is to the glory of God, the eternal Spirit of all mankind. Thank you.
Pinda, Paistinka, Paida, Sandakan, talking with you. Hello. Hello. Hello, people. So nice to see you. Very nice to be here with you.
Nice to be here.
You're sending nice energy vibrations to us. Very, very nice. Lovely to be with you. Very congratulations with you on being with us. We're very pleased to be with you and respond in this way. We have sometimes come to you through your dream states, and you're not always available to this state. To your waking time, you forget you have been with the Spirit light. However, we have now commingled with you this time, and we welcome you into this place, your church. The church shall talk with you. The walls are impregnated with the light of the Spirit. The thought within this place and other places similar to this is always yours freely. The light of love shines in such places. You indeed feel nice and comfortable here with us. You can find sometimes, when you seek your answers, you talk with your church. You talk with the walls, for they're indeed impregnated with all the wisdom of the ages. Those who have come within these four walls, who have spoke with you earlier, through your mediums of this time, have given wisdom which are correlated to and impregnated with the walls. So the possibility you can talk within this church to your friends on the Spirit light. We believe sometimes you do this, whether you consciously or unconsciously realize this. You are continually conversing with the Spirit light. Because of your makeup and your framework called the physical light, it's sometimes not obvious that we are communication with you continually. But the soul response is always the one on which we choose to lay our thoughts. That is the soul, the spirit, which enters into the kingdom of light on the cessation of this journey through this sphere. That impregnates through this sphere of light you call earth many such programs to enlighten those who wish to seek for it. There are many times within your light when you wonder why such discord is an array upon this place. How individuals can retain such wickedness within their thoughts and still belong in the same plane as yourself on physical light. These indications are but a fragment of time whilst you are here. They seem solid to you because you are in a solid frame. They seem meaningless to you because you know not of the outcomes. Yet they penetrate with you throughout your life in this kingdom. This realm you call physical. We in the spirit light observe many times the fragmentation of the thought forces within the world sphere you call earth. We will tell you of great things we see with you. We see lights with you, we see colors with you. We see not the physical ambience. We see the color frequency of the soul. This is what we converse with. Should the soul have permeated to in the structure of the physical light, it can perceive that consciousness and become the intermediary between the two worlds. Think not of the brain structure, that is the motor that drives this machine. The soul and the mind contact into the afterlife, as you call this. Continue on. You will believe when you see and respond to the light, as many have before. We give solace to you also to say there were preparations for your coming here tonight, this evening with you. There are many here who have indeed great lights in the spirit, who have through their families created great wisdoms in the halls of learning. You yourselves will have journeys to make in the light. Great adventures wait you. Many performances and great acts shall be your destinies, and your fluence shall be a constant factor along the spiritual pathways. We feel we have given you now an indication of how things could be in the light of the Spirit. But fear not, we are not here to subdue you to thankless things, to that which you have no recollection or answer to. But you have. All these things we speak of will be your reality once you have passed this framework of physical light. Others on that spectrumized colors now look back along their trail, their pathways, and make it clearer for you, and make it wider for you, and understand your predicament, just as they had a similar predicament when they were here in this light. However, we now have someone who wishes to talk with you, to lift the vibrations with us. You would like to hear someone else from the spirit light talking with you? Yes? We have great friends come with you through this one. This one has been with us for many years. Yes? And you can now, we will bring someone to with you to make you live and make you cry, lift the vibration to you, yes? Yes. She's waiting now, very comfortable with you. We bring him through in a second. We have learned these words, seconds and minutes and hours and days. We learn them through this one, so we can converse with you. We know not of these times. You call them days and weeks and hours. It is very strange to us when we listen to you. We must enlighten on this, yes? Yes. Because in the spirit light, one forgets these things. They do not exist, and we have to become children again to learn of them. And this way we're very clever, because we speak of children. And we bring you a child. Hello? 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 Uncle Robert. Uncle Robert. Hello? It's a nice this. It's a lovely. You come and talk with these people, they're nice, aren't they? You're nice. Got some nice colours. And I look after animals. And I look after rabbits. I look after horses, I know. And I look after, and I work with Mr. Malik. Mr. Malik, oh, you come with you, Mr. Malik. And if Saanda said I can talk with you, then he will do. But if Saanda said he can't come, but Mr. Malik, and he takes me in, and he shows me things. And he brought me, shall I tell you when I went into the spirit? Yes. Would you like to know? Yes. Well, we know when I have a brother-in-law, and we were what we call Down syndrome. We were Down syndrome when we came into the spirit, like, from the physical world. Yes. And when Yantifac knows, don't Yantifac? Yes. And she knows when I went to the spirit, I had some metal things on my teeth. And they put metal things on my teeth. And then we came into the spirit light. And we came through all colours. And they were all ribbons of colours that we came through. And then I had no metal on my teeth. I had none. And that's how we did go. They said, it's in there. And it was all in this corridor full of colours. And it took me metal off my teeth. But can I tell you something else? Yeah. Well, when I'm talking with this one, I can feel the metal on my teeth again. Oh. Yeah, shall I tell you why? Well, because when we come back into the physical world, then we have got to think how we were. And then when I think how I were, it brings this thing back up my teeth. It's funny. It's funny, isn't it? But when I go back again, it's gone. And that's such a big one, it is spirit. I've had my metal on my teeth and I can't see any of it, and I left it there. Isn't it good? Yes. And this, I'm going to tell you now something about, and because I know there's some people here who have had people who have gone in the spirit, because I know, they've shown me, and people who had to have these metal things on to help them to move about. And there's some old people who used to have these metal things that they had to walk about with. And when they go through them colours, it takes all that away as well. Oh, okay. So you see, that's only now. And now then, shall I tell you something else? Yes. Well, when you get, you call the medium people, don't you? Yes. Well, when they're talking about somebody coming who had a thing, a metal thing on, well, they have had to come through and put it on again. And then they take it off again when they go through the colour again. You see? It's easy. It's not hard. It isn't hard, because they take you through the house of learning and they show you what to do, In the house of learning, they do with me, and they do with everybody else, because they've told me, and I've been with them anyway, and I'm going there now anyway. So there. But the secret I haven't to tell. They don't let me tell everything. But I've got a secret. But don't tell anybody, will you? If I tell you a secret, shall I tell you a secret? It's nice. When you go in the house of learning, and when we went anyway, and we all sat down, we all sit in this, it's a big place, and then this thing comes on the wall, we have teachers there, and they have positions that they take up, and because radiating patterns come from Anne, and that what they do then, they do something, I don't know what they do yet, but they do something, and all the colours change and become a picture. Oh. And it's on this big side of the House of Learning where we went anyway, and then they tell you and instruct you on things, what to do. Isn't it nice? Yeah. And it's like a big nursery, but they're showing you things, what to do, you see. And what they do, they show you where you're going to go. And you can anticipate, and they say, well, if you do, rabbit, you do look after your rabbit, and you will go there. So I said, well, can I look after horses? They say, you make a good job of them rabbits. then you can look after the horses. And they're looking after the horses. And I've got some pie balls. I've got some pie balls, mate, and they're nice. They're lovely pie balls. Shall I tell you about the animals and all? Yes. What the animals in the spirit world, they're different, you know. They're different people and peoples. Because what they do, they come into one energy focus, you see. And they're like, it's funny when you see them at first I had to laugh. I couldn't stop laughing. Because they're all going silly and they're all making into one colour and they're all swirling about and moving about. And it's funny, you can't do anything but laugh, can you? And this fella said, there's a load of horses and that feeling that said, there's a load of colour, and they weren't horses. And he said, if you think about horses and think how much you love them. And I did, and all the colour structure and the horses were all there in front of me. And they were all there in the field. So you learn then, you see, you learn to control colour. And when you learn to control colour, you get things. And when you get things, you can be with them, can't you?
Yes.
You see? And that's what happens when the spirit comes. They come in the colour and they see you in the colour. And then when they want to be with you close, they think of you, love you, and then you become how you are. And then when they're going back again, you get back again and they see how they're colour. So there's no secrets to the spirit.
No.
Because we see your colours, you see. And we come in, and then we go away again. And we touch you. You see? And that's how it works with us. I love to go now, because you said I've got to go, and I've told some secrets, but it don't matter, does it? You said you told some secrets, Robert. But I shall keep telling secrets because it's one way we can learn, isn't it? Yes. Because if they teach me, then I'm going to teach you, aren't I? Yes. You know, it's lovely. I don't want to go really, but I think I've got to do because he said I have to do. You see, I've got to go. Anyway, it's been, I might come back yet. I might come back, you don't know, do you? I don't know, do I? No. Saanda knows, only what tell me. Anyway, I'm going. Bye bye. Bye bye everybody. I'll see you soon anyway, I think, I hope. Eh? Nice. Oshungada. Poistingada. Hunde. Shit. Saanda comes. Lovely boy, yes? You like lad? Yes, lovely lad. He's learning very quickly in the spirit light. We have some instances where we have to use this sort of mediation that can tell you these things. Sometimes richer to learn from the child than from the wisdom old man. Yes?
Yes.
Sometimes you find your thought, because of the children, your thought can be raised and you can permeate with him and therefore learn greater detail. Maybe the wise do not always give the detail, but skim over to get the point home. But we feel if the children of the light of the Spirit can give you uniformity within your thought forces, where you can individually correct it and bring it into that which appeals to yourselves. You understand?
Yes.
Good. Shanda. Shinte poista. Poita. Now shinda chintuka. However, it would appear here that Mr. Malik does wish to not be outdone by Robert, and he's insisting it was as well with you, yes? Would you like to hear Ms. Malik, yes?
Yes.
Jada. Ushida. Humitakada Shanda. Malik comes. Malik coming. Hello, Malik. Yes, Malik coming. Echo sound, yes? Echo sound, yes? Hello, people. Very nice. We have to learn these words also with you. We have to learn how to reverberate sound. Can we tell you of sound, please? Within the spirit light, there is no sound as you would involve sound within your light force here. Within the spirit light, thought is sound. All music is sound within the thought forces. Sound to you is the correction of a reassemble of the thought forces emerging through the vocal cords and being relayed as this is now. We speak to you through tone bars, which are pressed upon the medium's throat. We use these intonations and tone bars to create sound from thought. We beg you to think on these things, for as you see, thought is pure. Thought is unseen. It is unthought. Thought manifests physically whence it is sound, made sound. Without sound you would not know of thought. Have you not considered this? Should there be no sound within the framework of the physical light, thought would not remain and not be here. This would be the spirit light. It is sound that creates the vibration that creates the physical light. In the beginning was the word. Have you not heard that sound?
Yes.
And the word was God. And through that created word, the physical light emerged. And all the contents therein came in that package. The relationship between sound and the spirit has between itself become coherent as time itself has emerged into the light. In the beginning of light, should this be correct with you? And would you remember the time before you came here, when you indeed were in the light of the thought, and where you shall again be removed to at the dissipation of this? Then you will have the full realization of how sound can be correlated and manifest itself to encourage the spirit light. How does sound affect the spirit? We have to read the vibronic tones of sound. We do not hear such words. We now have perfected with this one the knowledge, knowing full well through your response of your colors that what we emerge into the thought and through the vibrant tones come out in sound. Your colors respond to us, and we know you are receiving correct from us. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
That is how we correlate and understand that such things are possible on the physical light. Just one thing. Saanda, we should be just to step aside for time. For we have one more yet friend with you to come talking with you. Would you like that too? Finda, pushta, kinpa pushta, funda. Shanta, pushta, baushfaba. How do? How do? Are you all right, lad?
Yes, I'm all right.
All right. My name's Arthur Bellamy. Good evening. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to talk with you. And I'm right glad to be here. It's smashing this. There's no, isn't it good?
Yes, fine.
I liking all this now. When we're getting with all these folk.
Yes, great.
Hey, I don't know. This took some work then also just to get to this stage with them. When working with this fella, by God, we've had some tailing, but we've done it. When tailed, I can tell you some stories about the hair curl. I know. Somebody said once, I remember them, somebody said, are that rested? They're not rested, spirit. It's all go, I'll tell you. All work. They're no rest. Oh, no. Anybody that's rested, I ain't seen them. I hadn't heard of them, mate. Even when they're going through other spirit round, I know, and I see them. And they look at it, they're doing now. But I know it's different. I know what folks going. It's going quick as a twinkle. Then also they can get some funny folk in spirit light. Then they think it's it's smashing this. They don't need any money, and they can eat their fill, and they can smoke their head off, and they can suck their head off, and they can do all sorts of things. But then day comes when folk comes again to see. So something's always working.
and the outcomes that there must be more to this. Now then, now, just see how it works. It's simple when they think about it. When that's here in this light, right? Yeah. It must have happened to the umpteen of these that's here to eat. They must have thought there must be something more than this. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Now, on the first stir at rung, if they want, that rung at stir at rung, I've been on some of that beer, I think. It's got, I like making folk laugh. Because it lists things, just see. Now, what happens then? It begins to change for them. Aren't we learning something tonight?
Yeah.
We're teaching the things about things it's spirit light. Well, then I'll just give you a bit before. I know there's some questions and answers to be done. I know this. He's at me. He's always at me. I can't talk from being interrupted. He's coming in here at the back and pushing me through. Then our Celtic Stockport me then us. Oh, 1920s it were. We had Billy, lad at the doors. Gave 11 fell on us. Oh, I couldn't do that. I brought us here. It was better than when it were here then. There were some rough days then. Never mind, I diversify. That's a good word I've learned. I learned all sorts here then, all. It's grand talking to greatly folk. Yeah? I know I'm from Yorkshire, but you'll do. You'll do. There's one or two Yorkshire folk in, I think, but I don't know. I thought they were. You can tell it late, you see. Different late. Brighter late in Yorkshire. Anyway, let's get on with the job. I'll just tell you a bit before this fellow asks me back in then or something. If I'm talking to the man, he does this, I go, gone. So I'll disappear in fell act if it happens. Anyway, when there comes into spirit light, right? That met, and they can always guarantee they'll be met.
Yeah.
If they want to guarantee anything in life, they'll be met when they're dead. Then they're taken into spirit light. Now there's many ways they can go into spirit light. They can go into spirit light down tubes, they're like lit tubes there. They can go down them. They can go into spirit light riding on colour. They can go into spirit light like Robert did, through colour rays. They can go into spirit light rolling down the stream. There's many ways they can go into spirit light. No. When they goes into spirit, don't forget, they goes through this, it's like a cleansing thing that goes through. Robert's down, the old thine and things drop away. Formation at the etheric body still there. Which shape it used to have here. All they need then is a bit of thought, and they can build the shape again. This is why, when they hear the folk going at spirit lights, they do it only one leggy, they're getting two there because they can think it back on again. You see? Because don't forget what I tell you, there's got the retention at the etheric body, and that is a copy, even though it's in colour. And so what they can do then, they mix that into thee again. Then that's when they fight first thing out. If a fellow was already there, about 85 years old, he can think himself in his pomp. Quicker than a twink, he's here, 30 years old, proud as punch. Don't tattle anything, right? No, it's the same with women. They can be in the 20s again or wherever. So there's getting that stage to come, you see. Not everybody, because some pass that, because they've learnt better. However, that does come. So what there's getting what they call spirit world. There's getting what some of these go to in the sleep state. There's getting what you can go to in the meditation and join on to these people. There's many on this in the mothers and fathers, but I don't recognise them because they're young. Don't forget, when they see the mother and fathers mostly in physical light, they're nearly always getting on a bit. And they hadn't seen them, but they'd be watching over there. And they thought, I wonder who that were. I keep seeing that fella, but I don't know who he is. It could be the father who's a lot younger, watching over there. It could be your mother, who were there before you were born, who maybe just touching your forehead to tell you something. And so we go on into this first version of the spirit light. This world within a world. This magic thing that is spirit. And from that, your adventure starts. Because you start to encapsulate and get to know folk who they thought had gone. There's some folk walking about here I wouldn't believe. I can see them all. Members of thy families. And they're all here watching thee. And they're all here laughing at thee. And they're all here waiting for thee, you know. No, it's right. I'm telling you, they're all here in front of thee. So they're not alone, just see. And they're encouraging the light to come in. Your energy field. This is what's creating this. So when they goes on to that first stage, if they ask to do and if they does do, let's hope somehow there's gained enough spiritual wisdom just to hop over that one. Because it'll increase the vibration then as they go through, you see. Because from that stage then they begins to look forward. And they begins to see different intonations in spirit light. They begins to see what are known as summerlands. They begins to see colleges, towns, cities they didn't know of. Never seen anything like them in your life. They begins to see colours they never even thought of. They begins to hear music you could only dream of. And that's your second stage. If we get the chance, you know, sometime, I'm going to see Saanda and I'm going to ask him if I can do a false do like this, then I was with you. And then I can tell you all about spirit light. And I can take you through. I've been there. But I come back because I wanted to be with lad. That's my story. I've been given a little bit to tell you. But there's a million of them. And I can tell them in a twinkle once I get permission. I can't do it unless I get permission. But I would deal enough to do, but he's saying now he's let me have more than he normally does. Because I touched him, he says. It's the first time I get him through to this fella since he started handling me. I must have a rehearsal of that and find out where I did it. I don't know how I did it because he only hikes me back in. However, it's been a pleasure, folks. Been lovely. It's been lovely meeting you. I'm proud and I'm privileged. And I'll let these folk know anyway that you're doing all right. Things aren't as bad than us as they're painted because tomorrow with help of spirit things could be a bit brighter. Anyway, I'll say good night. Thank you. I hope we meet again. I hope we meet again. Somewhere out where to stop poor touch of spirit. Well, it did. We'll be there. Bye-bye. Shanda. Bye-bye. Perhaps you would like to ask a question, please. Maybe we promote this to you first. If Saanda cannot answer, then there may be someone else who can. Yes. We will ask, yes? Yes. Right. We'll wait with interpretation.
Well, the first question, Saanda, is what is your view on reincarnation in spiritualism?
You're talking with this as if there only is reincarnation in spiritualism. What about the rest of the West? Yes?
Yes.
We bring fun with you, yes?
Yes.
We're making fun with you.
Yes.
Reincarnation, spiritual reincarnation. Yes? Reincarnation has many different ways and avenues of exploration to look into. However, we must tell you this before we go any further. Within the spirit light are individualistic prisms of colors, and they all correlate called the spirit light. We would not know all wisdoms. We would not know all answers to all questions. What appears to happen what we have perceived, and we have perceived only. You understand this?
Yes.
What you call your spiritualism is very nice, but we incorporate the whole planet. Yes?
Yes.
Within certain spectrumized areas, there can be reincarnations, reincarnate beings. But we take this step further with you. Because of the integration of energy fields, not only on this planet, but without and within the old space-time factor you do not yet know, there are many such places as these. There are many spirit wells correlating in a whole huge energy field of God force. So for us to say to you, it does not occur, we would be lying to you. For how do you know that you have not emerged from another of those worlds to learn something of this physical life? Reincarnation is as long as you wish it to be. It has been in the past stated that proof has been found in the physical world. We observe also. Forget not this, the people coming into the spirit light enlighten us as to what is happening in the physical world. You understand? Yes. This explains sometimes why we know a lot of the things, especially technically and especially scientifically, which occur in the physical world. And so to talk of reincarnation, there have been, of course, great beings which have incarnated on the physical light, great God men, and there will be more of these peoples. These are incarnations, if you wish, from what are termed by yourselves on this light, higher realms of the spirit. But who are we to say those higher realms of the spirit are not another world frequency, which no greater than us, and have been reincarnated onto the earth to give the earth peoples a greater insight to the dominions of God. You understand, please? Yes. There have been, it would appear, some insignificant events which are perpetrated in the people thinking they have reincarnated, whereby they have said quite openly, I have done this before, I have been here before. But who is to say that was not the spirit talking? Who is to say it was not the memory of the helper speaking through the physical light? You understand?
Yes.
So this sort of thing can create an imaginary reincarnation. It is our belief, as we understand and have been taught, there have been and will continue to be reincarnations along all the physical worlds, to introduce to it greater learning, greater understanding, a greater objectivity to life, which sometimes can be given in a better form by that this kind of spirit which has come from another place. Can you understand this, please? Yes. And that is our interpretation of reincarnation. Of course, it is possible. Of course, it does occur. But not sometimes in the way it is imagined. You understand?
Yes.
Would you accept it, please?
Yes.
Would you proceed?